Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And hi if you're new. Today's video is going to be my favorite books of 2024. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get straight on to the video. So in 2024 I've read a lot of books. I've read 47 as of right now. I have officially hit my reading goal on Goodreads, and throughout the entire year I have had some books that I've loved and some books that I may not have loved, but I have compiled a list of 5 of my favorite books that I'm going to share with you guys, and these are the books that I highly recommend rereading, so let me share with you them. The first book is Rule by J. Crownover, and this book I read in the beginning of the year and has stuck with me throughout the entire year. I love this book so much. It is a opposites attract, brother's best friend kind of trope, which is the blurb on the back says, opposites in every way except the one that matters. Shaw Landon loved Rule Archer from the moment she laid eyes on him. Rule is everything a straight A pre-med student like Shaw wouldn't want, and the only person she's ever tried to please. She isn't afraid of his scary piercings and tattoos or his wild attitude. Though she knows that Rule is wrong for her, her heart just won't listen. To a rebel like Rule Archer, Shaw Landon is a stuck-up perfect princess and his dead twin brother's girl. She lives by other people's rules, he makes his own. He doesn't have time for a good girl like Shaw, even if she's the only one who can see the person he truly is. But a short skirt, too many birthday cocktails, and spilled secrets lead to a night neither can forget. Now Shaw and Rule have to figure out how a girl like her and a guy like him are supposed to be together without destroying their love or each other. This book is so good. I have to read it. I love it so much. I got this at Target, but you can get it anywhere. The next book is Everything We Never Said by Sloane Harlow, and this book actually was recommended to me by the salesperson at Barnes & Noble, so shout out to him. This book was 5 stars, and I wasn't even expecting it to be. It's kind of like a romance mystery in a way, but it had so many plot twists. I was not expecting it at all, and it's a relatively short book. I think I read it in only a couple days, and you could probably read it in one if you really wanted to, but it was unexpectedly good. The back says, what you don't know can't hurt you. It's been months since the accident that killed Ella's best friend Hailey, and Ella can't stop blaming herself. Now Ella's back at school, and everywhere she looks are reminders of her best friend, including Sawyer, Hailey's boyfriend. Little by little, they grow closer until Ella realizes something horrifying. She's in love with her dead best friend's boyfriend. Racked with guilt, Ella turns to Hailey's journals, hoping she'll find something in the pages that will make her feel better about what's happening. Instead, she discovers that Sawyer has secrets of his own, and that his relationship with Hailey wasn't a picture perfect as it seemed. Ella knows she should stay away, but her finds herself drawn to him, and scared of everything she's never known about him. Perhaps it's grief, or maybe his desires cut short by tragedy, or could it be something twisted only Hailey knew about? Now, this next book, I don't think we're surprised to see the author on this page because she's probably one of my favorite authors. It's Elle Kennedy, Girl Abroad. Her books just capture the perfect amount of romance and the funny banter between the characters. She just does it so well. I actually have another book of hers in my favorite reads of 2024, but Girl Abroad is really fun. I go to college soon, and I really want to study abroad my junior year or maybe sophomore year, so this book was just kind of like a little glimpse of that. But I will read you the back of the book. It says, it's these small exchanges that keep my head in a fog, the small expressions of his desire. It doesn't numb on me. Everyone loves a secret. When 19-year-old Abby Bly gets the opportunity to study abroad for a year in London, it's the perfect chance to finally slip out from under the thumb of her beloved but overbearing retired rock star father. She's ready to be free to discover herself, but first off to meet the girls she's rooming with. This is until she arrives at her gorgeous new flat to discover those roommates are actually all boys. Charming, funny, insufferably attractive, and off limits with a rule against fraternizing between housemates after unwanted drama with the previous girl. Abby has never considered herself a rule breaker, but soon she's lying to her father about her living situation and falling for not one, but 2 men she can't have. Her rugby player roommate and a broody musician with a girlfriend. Not to mention, her research for school has gotten her tangled in a deeply hidden scandal of high notability family surrounding her and secrets on all sides. Is there any hope of Abby finding love, answers, or a future? In London, she'll have to decide which rules and hearts might be worth breaking. This book I loved because there was a couple different things going on in the plot. It wasn't just focusing on like a romance point. There was also like a little bit of mystery, which is always really fun to read and something that you don't really see in a lot of Elle Kennedy's books. But this is definitely probably one of my favorite of hers. The next book we have is The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I was so excited to read this book. It was definitely one of my most anticipated reads of 2024 because we get to like revisit the off-campus series, and like it had some of the characters from those series in this book, and it just, I don't know, like it filled that like little void in your heart. I thought it was perfect, but this is from the point of view of Gigi Graham, so Garrett Graham's daughter, which was really fun, and then also Briar's new hockey co-captain. So I'll read you guys the back of the book. You feel this too, don't you? His eyes are on mine, dark blue and bottomless. Yeah, I feel it. Gigi Graham has exactly 3 goals: qualify for the women's national hockey team, win Olympic gold, and step out of her famous father's shadow. So far so good, except for 2 little things. Fine, a little thing and a big grumpy thing. She needs to improve her game behind the net, and she needs help from Luke Ryder. Ryder is 6 foot built, opinionated, and rude, but he's still the enemy. Briar's new hockey co-captain has his reasons though. The men's team just merged with a rival program, leaving Ryder with an angry roster where everyone hates one another's guts. To make matters worse, the summer coaching spot he's angling for with the legendary Garrett Graham is out of reach after he makes the worst possible first impression on his hero. So really, this compromise with Gigi is a win-win. He helps her make the national team, she puts in a good word with her dad. The only potential snag? This bone-deep, bone-numbing, mind-spinning chemistry they're just trying to ignore. It's a dangerous game they're playing, but the risks just might be worth it. The last book I have is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Hannah Grace, I love her. She's like a new author. She wrote Icebreaker, Wildfire. I think she just released Daydream. I have not read that book, but I really, really want to. But this book was so good. I know it was like part of the series. I don't know what series this is. It goes along with Icebreaker. I was kind of shocked that this book wasn't hockey related because I'm a sports romance kind of gal, especially hockey. But it was really good and the plot was interesting. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more hockey to it. But other than that, it was really good. I will read you guys the back of the book. It only takes one spark. At a party celebrating the end of the academic year, Maple Hill students Russ Callaghan and Aurora Roberts have a passionate one-night stand. Never one to overstay her welcome or accept much from a man, Aurora slips away before Russ even has a chance to ask her full name. Days later, they run into each other on their new job as camp counselors. Hoping to escape their complicated home lives, Russ knows breaking the campus strict no-staff fraternizing rule will have him heading back to Maple Hills before the summer is even over. But unfortunately for him, Aurora has never been very good at caring about the rules. It's like summer vibes. I don't remember what season I read this in. It was probably summer. But I feel like you could kind of read it whenever. So if you're not like a mood reader or like a seasonal reader, if that makes any sense, I would recommend reading this book like right away because it's so good. And I really need to read Daydream. And if you have read it, let me know. And that is my favorite reads of 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any video recommendations, let me know down below. Also comment down below your favorite books because I'm always looking for new recommendations. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Vlogmas! Bye!